After a great trio of games on Thanksgiving yesterday, we've got Friday football to tide you over here as we join you from Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today we continue on with John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend, and we have got a good one in store, folks. It's the Bears and the Eagles in the NFC on EA Sports. There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Get set, get set. 18.
Purdy from the gun. They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here we go. 18.
Here's Purdy. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Eagle defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft or free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they do.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance. And
that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Bears 7, Eagles 0.
after the touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39.
Gain of 12 yards. That's good for the Eagles.
11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
First and 10 at the 39.
Burrow will throw. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this is taken in at the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
37 on the play. That's another Eagles first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
What is that?
Lloyd is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Full connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 7. Purdy. That's complete. It's Collins. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
He's into space past the 25. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
And that's off the mark, incomplete. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
2nd and 5.
Here we go. 180. 180.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down. The Eagles hit 4-7 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Burrow. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
13-yard line.
11 mighty.
Burrow looking to pass. He'll air this one out for Mims. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 1st down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
One, ready?
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180. 180.
From midfield now, Burrow. That one downfield for Dotson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jahan Dotson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Now Folk for the extra point. He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Bears 7.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
At the 44-yard line.
Second and 9 from the 44.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out.
Purdy off the play fake. That one caught by Arnold, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Throwing here, Purdy. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Purdy. And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
One, ready? Here we go. 180. 11, MT, tape. Dot.
Now it's Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's Burrow. He's going to get there to his running back out of the backfield. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Big 13. Big 13.
And Burrow going to throw again. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Burrow. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Again, it's Burrow. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
MT. 11.
Here's Davis. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Let's think here. You're still just in the 2nd quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show them you have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice drive. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then, but for now, we'll take the 3.
The Folks kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Jake Elliott set 50 yards.
One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
A gain there of 21 yards. This is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Roger's numbers would be larger, but remember, he had a commitment to the Navy, a graduate of the Naval Academy, and back then you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
And Davis with it left side.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
At the 49-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. This pass hauled in by Dotson. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 13 yards. Leads to 3rd down and 5.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Brandon Ayuk from 8 yards out. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead now up to 14. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Purdy bootlegging it. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll complete this one to Collins. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
Brings up the fourth down.
On fourth down, here's Purdy. To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked.
Colston Loveland, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you're talking about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that why she hold on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Purdy. They'll set up the screen to Scatteroo. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Purdy now to throw. Looking deep here for Dobbs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Burrow will throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
A loss of 11. It's 2nd and 21 at the 42-yard line.
And this play's still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they tried to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
I guess it's time to date myself a little bit, because I remember Dan Marino running a similar play to this on a Monday night game against the Jets way back when. He's going to fake the spike and hope that the defense lets his guard down, but they were alert there, and this ends up incomplete.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a